Welcome back, folks. My name's Anthony Valentine, the Camper Nerd. Today I'm going to be showing you around this lovely 2001 Autosleeper symbol. Yeah, only two former keepers. The last owner has had it from 2005. Unfortunately stopped driving 4 years ago. It was due to a bereavement in the family. I've got it from a dealer, so I'm not quite sure it was Mr. or Mrs, but it was used up till 2020. So the last MOT was carried out and expired in 2020. So having checked the MOT history, X-ray 639 Foxtrot November. The last MOT, there was an extensive list of advisories, all minor little bits, and in a previous one there was, I think, some rust to this, corrosion to, it'll come to me in a minute, jacking points. So I got this in stock 2 or 3 weeks ago. We put it on the ramp, we checked it all over. There was, yes, those jacking points, so we've had those welded. I've had a couple of items done on the inner sills, welded to a professional standard. Pads and discs, we've cleaned up the brake ferrules, so we've put new pads and discs on. The near side brake caliper was dragging a little bit. Obviously that just, we've been stood up, so we've freed that off. Couple other little incidental jobs. Hey presto, took it for MOT last week. Straight through, no advisories, so you're all recommissioned. Extensive service history. There's all sorts of bills here. I'll just have a look. Is this the one? I'm getting mixed up because we've just got two here. There's another one that was just sold this morning. That's a petrol. That's a diesel one rather. This one on sale is a 2-litre petrol. Yeah, so we've got full service history. There's no less than 12 stamps in the book, but the last one was in 2019 before it stopped being used. And that would probably, full service it says here. Obviously it's not done any mileage on that. So this forthcoming week, next week, before the auction ends, we've got it booked in a garage for the last job as far as I'm concerned, for a full service. So you're going to have spark plugs, oil filter, air filter, of course oil change, and I'm even going to put you a full timing belt kit on it. So I'm going to put you a timing belt, the pulleys and a water pump, so you'll want for nothing. So on this particular occasion, I'm happy to put my name on it and my signature. I'll give you 3 months total warranty. I'll give you 6 months on the engine. Now I've carried out that extensive service with the water pump and the timing belt. I drove it back from a dealer 200 miles, and the only thing I discovered was the clutch was harsh. Obviously it's not been used for 4 years, probably been backed in and out of the drive. All the gear, forward gears were fine. There was no slipping or crunching or anything. Just now and again, if you selected reverse, it would click into place. Or on one occasion, when I parked up, I had to start it in reverse gear because the reverse gear doesn't have a synchro. So I've put you the bills there. I've put you a full new clutch system in. At the same time, they've changed the oil on the gearbox. So that's also carrying a 12-month warranty. So you're going to get a 3-month total warranty. That's my word. You're going to get 6 months on the engine, and you can have 12 months on the clutch. Bodywork, only two former keepers. Bodywork, I'd say 8 out of 10. It's 2001, so it's 23 years old. The first owner had it for about 18 months. The second owner had it for 2 years. And as I say, the last owner's had it 19 years ago in 2005. So we're coming down the passenger side. Nothing really negative to report. We'll have a sneak peek. I've got the bed laid out. Now, this is actually what we call the 2+2. Quite rare to get the 2+2, which is the option above. So there's your bed laid out. You've got a good 6 foot long by 6 foot wide. You can even, if the camera can span out, on the passenger seat swiveled, it wouldn't take much of the imagination, that's probably about 7 foot there. So you've got a massive double bed. And I call this the 2+2 because this has got the upstairs bed. I don't think any adults will be sleeping up there, but if the camera can just come up, yeah, so that's 6 foot long there and about 5 foot wide. And that is deep cushioned mattress as well, and you've got these so the kids are not going to fall out of bed, but that's a very useful space. Now when I take over the camera and show you the inside, all these little mattresses are thin slats and they fold on top of each other neatly at the top, so if you're not using that, obviously you can fold those out of the way. But typical of Autosleeper, not even a wooden set of ladders, fully folding metal ladders, and they even have a ladder case. Now this model, this does suffer, obviously this has been in the sun for 23 years, so you can see here the bleaching effect through the window on the driver's seat, driver's side as well as the passenger side. Now what we can do, if you want, this is almost an identical match. This is a cover Fablon, and if you wish, at the auction end, I don't mind, and we can put your new Fablon on that side as that side, and I'll get it as neatly as possible. That'll just finish it off. We've got the tow bar at the back, handy for a bike rack. Anything, we've just got a couple of little marks here. We'll get them touched in. Obviously it's had a key ring and so just a little mark there. On the driver's side, we've got the winter covers on there for the fridge. We've got the mains hook up, fresh water. We've got the winter vent on there to heat the Truma heater. It just had a little bit, if you can, the camera can just zoom in, it's just got a little scab there. So you can see that's previously been touched in and held out fine. But obviously, depending on your fussiness levels, you might want to go into a body shop and have that painted. But it's 24 years old. It's far superior to an average model. And I think I noticed, yes, a little bit of a dimple, a dent. I'd call it a dimple. There's just a little bit of a dimple there. It's probably something that you wouldn't bother with. Or you can go to these dent men and they have very clever suckers and they can just bring the dent out there. Let's have a look. A couple of the wheel trims were cracked, so I've put you a new set of wheel trims on. I think the front's okay, bumper's presentable. Just the front lip of the bonnet has just got some scattered marks, stone chips obviously, just there below. So I'll have them a little touched in for you before collection or delivery. As always folks, viewing is highly recommended from 9 AM till 4 PM Monday to Friday. It may be possible outside those hours or weekend. Feel free to ring me or text me. My number's 0798 526 1078. I'm even going to, thinking about it, when it goes for the service, I'm going to put it on the ramp and do a little mini video and showing you those two little, few little welding marks that it's had, the two jacking points and a couple of on the inner sills. So I'll do a little video of that. And if you feel to me before the auction end, if you want to WhatsApp me, and I can send a little video showing you the underneath via WhatsApp video. Don't think there's much more to show you on the outside. We've got the cassette, Thetford cassette toilet. It's got the shower and the cassette toilet in here. That's all clean. And it's just had a habitation service last week. So before Steve went on his holidays, lucky guy, he's done the NC 500 this week. He's still there now. This was his last job before. It passed out. Everything was working. Everything. The heater, the shower, the hot water. No damp readings. Of course, as always, he's just changed the gas hose and regulator, and I'm now being given a new habitation certificate. So it wants for nothing now, just basically a new owner. Yeah, you know what? Let's go out for a little drive, and then I'll take over the camera and show you all the features inside. then, seatbelts on, let's go for a short little drive. Yeah, this is, yeah, I'm happy to put my name to this, 2000. So we're 24 years young. And the last owner has had it from 2005, had it for 19 years. I haven't got to the bottom of the story, as say with the MOT, it's not been MOT for 5 years. I'm told that it was bound to a bereavement, so it stayed in the family, as say it was the last guy's pride and joy. And he had it for, well, he had it from 2005 and obviously stopped driving in 2020 when the MOT expired. So it's not been had an MOT for 4 years. But so the only thing that I found when driving it back, the clutch was stiff. It was operating, there was no clunks or clanks. The gearbox was fine, but it was definitely noticeably stiff, especially when engaging reverse. These have synchros in the first, second, third and fifth gear, but not in reverse. So now and again it would either clink, or you would have to switch the engine off, engage the clutch, and then you get reverse. So there's a receipt here, and I've just had a new clutch fitted. That was, how much was that? £500. So you've had a new clutch fitted, and at the same time while he was doing it, he changed the gearbox oil. So you've had a gearbox service and you've had the full clutch. So the full clutch now, I can assure you, it's silky smooth. Yeah, no problem there, pulling away. All the gears are fine, smooth. So that's a nice new clutch. So that's under guarantee now for 12 months. So I will be, now I've had the habitation service, we've done a couple of jobs to the MOT, I'm assured I'll be giving you total 3 months warranty on everything. I'll raise the game and give you 6 months warranty on the engine, because next week it's booked in before the auction end for the timing belt and the water pump, oil, air filter and spark plugs. And you've got 12 months on the clutch. Okay, so we're just accelerated now in 4th gear, 45, 50 mile an hour. Heaven's just starting to open. 55 into 5th, and with a 60 mile an hour. So it's had the new brakes. I had new front pads and discs fitted because of lack of use. Brakes are now stopping dead centre as they would be. Steering wheel's dead centre. No, I'm happy to put my name to this. As I say, it was such a shame. It's not been MOT for 4 years, so I've done a few jobs, and we've got the last engine service to complete, and she's completely back on the road and back in the system, as it were. Oh, it is starting to rain now. Yep, down into 4th there. Yeah, this is fine, totally fine. So yeah, I'll be happy, as I always say, I'll deliver it anywhere in the country. Put my name to it, you've got the guarantee. You can come and view at Campanerd HQ in Scaysbrick, Monday to Friday, or I'll deliver it for you. Most people take that option, and all I ask is a voluntary £100, if you like, to cover me for the fuel and the train ticket, and that'll anywhere in the country, from the north of Scotland to as far down as Cornwall and Devon. So I'll take over the camera, we'll just wait a little bit till it stops raining, and I'll show you outside and inside. Nice little drive there. Yeah, it does drive nice. I reiterate, I'll be happy to drive this anywhere in the United Kingdom. I've already drove it 200 miles, and especially with that new clutch now. But yeah, this is the 2-litre petrol. So we are in a situation now in 2024 where the government's obviously recommended petrols with inner cities. I would say the market's split into 3 types of people at the moment. I'd say it's equally divided, a third. I've done a previous video on this. A third of the people will only have a diesel. End of track, you can't persuade them any other way. A third of the people now will only have petrol, again, are unpersuadable, so I leave the market and people to decide for themselves. Or you've got a third of the people that will have the particular vehicle that they want, and they're not bothered whether it's diesel or petrol, as long as it's the vehicle they desire. Yeah, so this will be in this week, and you'll have the new spark plugs, air filter, oil filter, change of oil. It's had the pads and discs already, so she'll be ship shape. And of course the new timing belt, a full pulley kit, so that's new pulleys, the belt, as well as a water pump. So by the auction end, everything will be ready and it'll be fine. I think it's that time. I'll take over the camera now and I'll show you inside. Let's pop inside. So this is the much tried and trusted formula of the Autosleeper Peugeot Boxer symbol. They do a symbol, they do a symphony, and there's another that'll come to me shortly. There's a couple of slight variations, but the symbol was the one that seemed the most popular. So we've got the side sofa, we've got the forward facing seat with the 3-point seat belt. There she is, hidden behind the curtain. So the legality, incidentally, so you've got obviously front 2 seat belts are the driver's seat, a seat belt here, but you can have 4 or 5 people sat there legally because of its age, and they can sit side on, and there's no law that requires a seat belt. Obviously, that's to your own discretion, but there's a company called Seatbelt Services in London. That's all they do, near Wembley, and they fit seat belts, so you could have lap belts fitted in there, or have even had people that have had buckles on for dogs. Let's close that side loading door. Just a quick look at the back rear section first. So it's, as you would expect, Autosleeper solid wood, and lo and behold, I've changed all your buttons and bezels to the later matte chrome ones. Even put you a matching chrome knob on the panel above the control panel. As you can see, all the lights are working. This is super spotless. So the last owners had it for 19 years. Look at that, absolutely spotless, not a mark on it. Everything's been protected in cloth. 3-way fridge, again clean. Area there for your crockery, even liners in there. Drawer. All your gas safety override valves there. Leisure 12-volt supply, main supply when you're plugged in on the mains. All the blinds work. Fly nets. Trumatic heating system, so that will keep you nice and toasty warm out of there, and that will blow hot air, and that works off the gas. As I say, everything's been tested. So there you have it now. So that, what I call the 2+2, the upstairs bed, is folded up. All those mattress slats are tucked in there. But of course, if you didn't want that at all, you just remove those mattress slats, keep them in storage at home at your garage, and you've got an extra area above the cab for storage. Clearly you can see the passenger swivel seat. 49,000 miles, lovely. So the advert link will be underneath this video description. It will be strictly on an auction basis. I don't end my auctions early. Please don't ask. I've never ended one early yet, so I'm not going to intend to start. It's not fair on me or people bidding and then it miraculously disappears. It's one of my pet hates with eBay, that someone's undersold it or sold it without telling everyone, and then other people have wanted to see the auction end and have saved buying another vehicle and then it's disappeared. So all the buttons and bezels have been changed, as I say, all the way through, even the ones underneath there. The only one I've not changed, I'm going to supply you, I don't know whether I've included in it, I have, look, there you go, there's your bezel. So I'm going to supply you that. I don't want to. That pushes in there and that is sort of glued a little bit on the fabric. So we could, I put your new button there, you could be opening a can of worms. If you're very careful with a heat gun, you might get the glue off and not disturb this fabric. Of course, you've got some spare fabric if you did that on the infill cushions, but I'm going to leave you that button there. So this is a tray here, so you can have any gadgets on charge now. You can even put a TV, your TV aerial points there, your 12-volt supply off the leisure battery, and your main supply. Again, all the blinds are working, I've shown you that. Very straightforward bed operation, all metal runners. Just press that lever down. Hey presto, this will slide across. As I say, that will give you a bed, a single bed up to 7 foot long. On this side, we just press that lever there. That'll bring it across. That cushion flops into place there, and you've got a couple of infill cushions, which is the same matching upholstery all underneath there, and then that fills in this area. All the original Autosleeper curtains, all nicely presented. So, wardrobe. You've got two tables on this. Now, there's only one thing I couldn't work out. So you've got a very large, typical of Autosleeper, solid table there. You've got the small table there. You've got the two legs here for the tables. A couple little infill cushions. That's what I was saying, that Fablon. And the last owner's even left you some foil covers, so they will be for the front windscreen. So you could put those on the windscreen instead of curtains, or as well as the curtains, in theory, to keep you warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer. Now, the bed underneath the carpet, so you can see how the guy has looked after it, because here he's had this fitted over the original carpet, so underneath the carpet it's all marked and spotless, as are these cushions. That's my dirty marks here. I can't work out what this does. Perhaps you can put it in the comments underneath, but I do not know what that is for. So there's one of the Fiorma fixings, and the other one should be, if we can lift this carpet under, is there. So then you can have two tables. You can have a large table, single table, vice versa, or one table, or you get a Fiorma tripod system, and then you can use one of the tables outside. So spanning round, lastly, we'll just have a look in the wet room. So a full-size wet room. The Symbols always have this privacy door, so that comes across there, clips into place there, and then that just gives you a little area at the back, private, if you wanted to change your clothes in the day. So we've got the hot and cold shower there, curtain tray, towel rail. We've got the vanity mirror there. It's showing its age there. It's just the mirror section, just there. It's opening and closing as it should do. Or just there. I'll just be putting some sort of sticker on there. We'll leave it. Perhaps that's me being OCD. Even places there to put your toothbrush. Drop down sink, hot and cold water. Toilet's all being cleaned and sanitised. Just got a little mark here. I'll just see if that will pull off. I'm sure that's neither in there. Clean toilet. Press that for the flush toilet roll holder, and the shower tray's all crack free. That's as it should be, and this is a wet room, so it's got all waterproof all the way round. Okay, I think that's the inside. Not much more to show you. You've got the cupboards above the kitchen. You've got space there, if you can just see, for cups, plates and dishes, and that's about it. But everything's been tested. It's had the habitation service, so everything is working as it should be. So it's ready for its new owner. That's just I just took them out of the way, easier to film. That's your folding metal leg steps, even in their own Autosleeper carry case. So there you have it. This is on sale, strictly with no reserve, by auction only, so don't ask to end the auction earlier. 2001 Autosleeper Symbol, 2-litre petrol. You've just had a full service, including timing belt, pulleys, spark plugs, oil and air filter. You've just had the habitation service. You've had all the works carried out pre-MOT. It's been presented for an MOT, and it's now got a 12 months MOT with no advisories. And anyone who wins the auction, I will personally make some, if you're taking the delivery option, I will personally make you some habitation videos showing you how to operate the fridge safely on all the 3 ways, as well as showing you how to operate the bed, the cooker and the gas operation, as well as all the electrics. So my name's Anthony Valentine, the Camper Nerd. I'll catch you on that next video. But if any more information or WhatsApp of a short video of the underneath, I'll gladly send over via WhatsApp on 0798 526 1078. Good luck with your bidding, and I'll catch you on that next video, folks.